how to get better at maths. So in this video, I'm going to be answering this question. So before I get started, don't forget to subscribe so you can get better at maths. So this video is split into 3 key elements to getting better at maths, and I'm going to go over all of these 3 elements in depth. So let's get straight into it. So the first element is you need to understand what complex maths problems really are. So complex maths problems are those very difficult maths problems. So they are broken down into simple concepts. So there's always simple concepts beneath a complex math problem. So what I mean by this is that there's always topics underneath a complex maths problem. So complex maths problems always made up of topics you already know, and then they just combine the topics to make a very, very difficult maths question. So there is an example. So we have a question here, and we need to work out the value of x. So this complicated math problem is split into 2 main concepts: Pythagoras theorem and trigonometry. You're probably aware of this because you're probably learned it in school. So Pythagoras is very popular, and trigonometry as well. So first of all, this complex math problem is broken down into Pythagoras theorem and trigonometry, 2 simple concepts. You probably already know this. So first of all, to work out the value of x, we need to use Pythagoras to work out the length of this side. Once you have used Pythagoras, then you would use trigonometry to work out the value of x. So if you didn't know these 2 simple concepts, then you wouldn't have understood how to do the complex math problem, and then you would have got the question wrong. So to get better at maths, you need to know all the simple concepts and how to apply those simple concepts into questions. And then when you know how to do the simple concept, then you can do the more complicated, more complex questions that apply all of these concepts combined. So now to the next element is that to know that everyone makes mistakes. So everyone makes mistakes, and what matters is how you deal with them. So some people, when they make mistakes, they ignore their mistakes, and then they never get back to it, and they just forget about it. And then some people, on the other hand, check where they went wrong, and then they go over the topic. So if you get a question wrong in maths, you should always go over the topic that you got wrong. Check where you went wrong. Ask your teacher if you're not sure. All of that stuff. And then do practice questions on it. Do practice on it. Work on it. And then never make that mistake again. Humans are not perfect, so you always make a mistake. And sometimes you make silly mistakes. Never make a silly mistake, because that is just dumb. Imagine you know 2 plus 2 and then you just write 5 in that answer. Like you knew that was 4 and you just wrote 5 because you probably wasn't paying attention, you were just tired or something. So never make mistakes, but it is alright to make mistakes at the same time. So lastly, the last key element for getting better at maths is for practice. Always do practice, because practice makes perfect. When you do practice, there are very lots of benefits. So when you do practice, you will literally know, you will get questions wrong, and when you get questions wrong, you will know which topics you're weak in. Then you can work on it, then you can review the topic, and then you can get better at it, and then you would know where you went wrong. Then you can increase your capability, and then you can increase your strength in that topic. And that is how you get better at math.